Hello everyone, I'm Troublesome Trucks, and here we are for Crash City Requested episode 167. Today's request is brought to us by Crestic Kingdom, and they requested two teams of 4 engines each. And on the left here we have Team Young, which is Bill, Ben, Percy, and Philip, against Team Old, Edward, Steven, Glenn, and Scarloey. So it'll be the best out of 7 rounds. May the best team win, and let's get into the battles. Alright, make your predictions now on who's going to win. We're starting off with Team Young and Philip. Then we have Steven. Here goes Bill. On his way, Scarloey. We have Bill colliding into Philip. Both are okay. Steven and Scarloey nearly miss a collision. Ben's on the tracks, and finally Edward rounded out. Oh, I thought Edward was going to fall off. Everyone's still going. Edward eliminates Philip. Oh, now Glenn takes out his teammate Edward. Now he gets eliminated by Scarloey and Percy. We have 2 of Olds down. Now one, that's Bill gone, taken out by Steven. Scarloey got derailed by derailed Bill, and now Percy finishes him off. We have Steven, only one left for Team Old, as Ben crashes into him, but wasn't enough to take him down. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Steven took that curve wrong and derailed himself, and Percy and Ben are left, and they are both on Team Young. So the Youngings take the first round, so they are up to 1 point. Team Old on 0, of course, because it's the first round. Oh, Percy, I think Percy and Ben are going to crash. Let's just see how this turns out. And, oh, they missed. All right, reset for round 2. Alright, round 2. Percy goes first for Team Young, Scarloey Team Old, then it's Ben Team Young, and Edward Team Old. Now, Philip. Oh, close call. Oh, Scarloey gets eliminated by Percy. That's one of Team Old gone. And finally, Steven makes 8, and Percy and Bill eliminate each other. That's 2 of the youngins gone. Steven is taken out by Glenn. I think it's 2 against 2. Ben and Glenn crash into each other. They eliminate each other. We have Edward and Philip. Philip is pushing Edward around. It's like a shed for Edward. Oh my goodness, and Glenn was blocking the track, and it looks like Edward's front is pretty much derailed, and Philip is also stuck. But I think since Philip is at the back, and I think he was the last one moving, and he's also more on the tracks than Edward, I think we will give that one to Philip. So fortunately, Philip takes that round, so Team Young back-to-back points in the first couple rounds, so they have a good start. We'll have to see if Team Old can hold out on this or what happens. Round 3 is up next. Alright, round 3. Even though Philip won the last round, we are going to let Bill go first, because he hasn't gone first and Philip went the first round. So Bill, Glenn, Ben, and Steven. A lot of yellows out there at the moment. And Philip, Edward. Oh, Edward had a bad start. We'll let him go off on that one. Oh, Steven gets taken down. Okay, and Bill fell off as well. Some crazy stuff happened in there. Oh, Scarloey and Edward. Oh, now, oh my goodness, and Glenn crashes into, I think that was Ben. What? That's actually absolute carnage all over the track. Scarloey and Edward and Percy, I think, crashed into each other, and then Scarloey got pushed into Philip, and Glenn and Ben were into each other, and wow, that's actually crazy scene right there. I think Glenn was actually the last one going. It was going to be a tough one to call, but I think Glenn managed to push his way out, and just enough to earn him the point. But wow, that was a close call. Very action-packed round, but Team Old takes it, and they are finally on the board, so not all hope is lost yet. They can maybe still show up the young ones. We'll have to see. Round 4 is inbound. Alright, round 4 kicking off. Glenn, Team Old, and there goes Ben. Edward is about to take to the tracks. Percy is following. Scarloey, Bill, Steven, Edward eliminates Scarloey, and Scarloey's blocking the tracks. Edward gets taken out. Percy is blocked by Scarloey. Steven's falling off on the curves. He is not good at taking the curves. Ben is derailed. Bill is trying to get past Philip, rear ends him, just barely missing Glenn. Glenn has already made it around, is going to crash in the back of Philip, and we have a big pile up. Scarloey got derailed, and knocked, I think, Percy and Edward over, and now he's causing a major blockage. Ben is stuck on the other side. Bill, Philip, and Glenn stuck in the jam as well. Glenn was the last one going, so I think since we're not making any progress here, that Glenn will take this point. So, man, Glenn is actually kind of carrying at Team Old, and I think he's the oldest engine. Oh, wait, never mind. Steven's even older than Glenn, and yeah, maybe Scarlo and Edward too. So anyways, Glenn will take that point. So that is now 2 in a row for Team Old, and then just like that, they have caught up as we head into the second half of this competition. The winner still remains unclear. Let's see how we do from here. Alright, back at things. Scarlo is going to go first because he hasn't gone first, and we already had Glenn go first already, so yeah, just to clear that up. But now Percy, Steven and Glenn take each other, or no, Steven and Scarlo. Now Percy and Philip have got into each other, teammates against teammates. Not sure what all this is about. And finally Ben. So Edward and Glenn against Bill and Ben. And Percy almost derails Glenn, but everyone's okay. Edward is getting kind of close to Glenn. Maybe Bill is closing in on Glenn as well. Edward maybe going to take out one of the twins. Nope. This could determine a lot of things. Ben is eliminated by Edward, but Edward also falls down himself, and they're both blocking the tracks. Glenn is going to hit them first. Bill is behind him, so Bill could actually have a good chance at winning this because Glenn might knock himself off the tracks. Oh, Bill squeezes by, and yep, there's a major blockage on the track. Bill and Glenn try to push through, but not much they can do. The jam up is quite packed, and Bill's just gone quiet. Yeah, that's quite a pile-up. We have Edward and Ben just stuck on the tracks, and no matter how much Glenn and Bill push, they can't get past. So Bill was the last one into the pile-up, so I think he should take the point for this one. So Team Young back on the board after a little hiatus, and if they win one more round, they will win the whole competition. Can Team Old stop them? Will be determined in round 6. Alright, the final 2 rounds, and Team Young is in the lead. Ben goes first. I don't think he has gone so far in this competition. Steven and Philip. Scarloey. Ben glides into Philip and takes him down. Bill finally on his way. Philip's the only one down currently. Edward, Percy, and last but not least, Glenn the coffee pot. Percy tries to take down Bill and gets derailed. Glenn and Steven take each other down. That evens things up. We have Bill, Ben, and Edward and Scarloey. Almost the same as last round, except Scarloey is in there instead of Glenn. But yeah, we'll see how things play out there. Team Old really needs to get this point, otherwise Team Young will have won. And Edward and Bill, ooh, close call there. Edward and Scarloey might have a collision this time. Oh, Bill eliminates Edward and has his front wheels off. Scarloey's going on, and let's see if he can push Bill back on the tracks or derail him. And it looks like kind of both. Bill almost recovered, but now Scarloey is in jeopardy. Ben is going to try and come around and see if he can finish them off. And oh my goodness, and he takes them both down as well as himself. Everyone is off the tracks. So that's an interesting way to end that. But Bill and Scarloey were stuck on the track. Ben came in and knocked them off as well as himself. I think Ben was the last one going. The other two were just stuck there. So I think we're going to have to give that to Ben and Team Young. So we'll do a quick recap of what's happened before round 7 begins. Alright, this is round 7, the final round, and Team Young is on 4 points, Team Old on 2, so Team Old will not be able to win this competition, but maybe they can still take this final round. We're going to have Percy go first, just because. Edward, Ben, and Glenn. Here goes the other China Clay twin, Steven, Philip, and finally, Scarloey. Glenn eliminates Steven and Edward, and derails himself. Bill is taken out by Philip. Percy looks like he's going to crash into Philip. Man, teammates are just going against each other. Scarloey is pushing Glenn. We'll see if they can recover. Percy and Ben are both still good. Glenn falls off in the far corner. Scarloey's the only one holding on for Team Old. and Percy is giving chase. We might need to do a tiebreaker or something. We'll see. Percy is gaining on Scarlowy pretty fast. They sneak past the down Philip, and Percy might push himself off the tracks here, I think is probably what's going to happen. Ben is on the other side. I think Percy's speed boosting Scarlowy actually, so they might crash into Ben pretty soon if they don't derail before then. And they make it around the point, surprisingly. Percy is actually pretty controlled and hasn't pushed himself off yet, which is usually what happens. And I think getting closer and closer to Ben every time. So I think in the next lap there's going to be a crash. So we'll see who comes out the best of it. I think Percy might actually be able to if Scarlowy and Ben crash into each other. And that was a close one again. And this time, and Scarlowy is pushed into Ben. Ben is off the tracks. Oh, Percy falls over too, and Scarlowy with his front wheels off is still going around. Old Faithful himself. Wow. He had his front wheels off and on the curve, and Percy fell over himself and almost did like an old Ferdinand. So, wow. Anyways, Scarlowy takes that round, so let's get them in the middle for a final recap and photo shoot. Alright, and the winners of this Crash City Requested episode will be Team Young. That was Percy, Ben, Philip, and Bill, and they defeated Team Old Steven, Scarlowy, Glenn, and Edward. So the final score ended up being 4 points for Team Young and 3 points for Team Old. Team Young started out pretty good. Team Old caught up, and then Team Young got the final points they needed to win, but Team Old actually had a pretty good final round with Scarlowy winning that. So yeah, it wasn't a total blowout, but Team Young did end up with the victory. So well done, Team Old, but today it's the youngings take it. So yeah, thank you all for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any requests or suggestions for future Crash City episodes or other videos, let me know in the comments below. But until next time, this is Troublesome Truck signing out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.